Howdy, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Albert Engel's Pro Career in Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We are capping off our season with a tour in China, the Tour of Guangxi. Guangxi? Tour of Guangxi. It's a tour I think we won last year. I'm pretty sure we did win it last year. And we're also going to recap our season as well after that race before we head into 2028. And it's going to be a big 2028 season because we're trying to complete cycling before we hit 2030. That's kind of our goal is we want to be able to win World's Road, Euro Road Race, Paris-Roubaix, and I think there's another monument we haven't won just yet. We still need to win, and why not back up a few tour wins in the middle as well. All right, here we are. Apparently we're not. Oh no, okay, cool. I see the team we're bringing. We're bringing along Giovanni Olotti, Nico Denz, Leonard Kamna, Jonas Koch, Maximilian Sochman, and Denny Van Poppel, designated sprinter potentially, Denny Van Poppel. First stage is very short, 107k in length around the streets of Baihai. Let's get into the action. All right, here we are on the start line in China, their only World Tour race of the calendar year and the one that bookends the season these days, which is pretty cool to be honest. I rate that. It's when I was racing, it was all about the Tour of Japan. That was always the not Tour of Japan, Japan Cup, sorry. That was always the one that bookended the season, which is still going on, and it is a very cool race, very pretty race as well. But yeah, nowadays it's all about the Tour of Guangxi. Final chance for some riders scraping to have some World Tour points before 2028 season comes around, and maybe it gives them a seat in a World Tour squad for next year. Keeps some teams up in the World Tour as well. Anyway, we're going to jump forward as this breakaway forms. Looks like not much is going to really go on in this stage. I think it'll come down to a sprint. Whilst we are jumping forward, we'll just quickly take a look at our competition. We have Hageners from Visma, their designated climber. It looks like Vekek is here as well. He was, what was it, second at Worlds, I think, almost? I think he did beat us, I'm pretty sure. He had a very good Worlds. McNulty as well. Anderson Lund is here. Very handy sprinter that can get over some climbs. Nielsen Powerless, Ben Turner as well. So some strong riders, that's for sure. But that one stage that we showed in last episode that is predominantly just finishes up a wall, essentially, kind of is how we expect this tour to go. That's, I think, will be how this tour is decided. You can tell it's a kind of cruisy tour, one that's kind of like Tour Down Under in a way. It's just all about celebrating cycling, just capping off a season. And for Albert, it's been a hell of a season, that's for sure. All right, we'll catch you guys as we form this sprint train. Alrighty, it is time to have a bit of a look at sprint train formation. We've got Maximilian Suchman, Leonard Kamna, Koch or Olotti, and probably Olotti then Koch. And then finally, Nico Denz can lead things early on. We have caught the breakaway. Unfortunately, Denny Van Poppel got caught in a in a crash with 16 other riders. He will not feature in this finale. That is 10k to go, and things are looking pretty good. We might look to ramp it now. We'll go to 99 with Nico Denz. Try to push our way through as much as we can. Looks like Koch, Suchman, yep, everyone's made it through. Terrific. And that is Nico Denz just about done on the front, so we'll swing him off. He's done a nice job. We've got Koch coming through now. Take us to 5k to go. Perfect. And Olotti is next up. We're going pretty well at the moment. Olotti's looking strong, but we've got a few teams coming up alongside us now. Getting swamped, unfortunately. Time to launch a sprint with Leonard Kamna. We'll hit Transcend ourselves as well. Take us as deep as possible here. We'll launch off the wheel with Suchman. Unfortunately, Albert's a little bit back as well. Launch now with Albert. I don't think it's going to be enough to hold off the true Fastman, and it's going to be a Peugeot I think this is a youngster for Movistar, potentially his first World Tour win. Incredible. And it was Anderson Lund in third, Henry Ulag in second place from Alpecin-de-Koenig. This is kind of what I love about these end of season World Tour races. You just see some youngsters getting their first victories, kind of announcing himself on the scene, which is very cool to see. And there he is, Romet Pajor from Estonia, I believe that flag is, yeah? Riding for Movistar. Henry Ulig in second. I think he's also a youngster for Alpecin from Germany. But Tobias Lund Anderson, one of the favorites for this tour. Oh, what a cool leaders jersey. Maybe we didn't do this race last year, but there is the initial yellow jersey, Alec Serget from Ineos in the KOM. Oliver Knight leads the green. Young rider is also Romet Pajor and team class for Arkea. All right, the one thing we didn't shout out was we got 23rd. Not the best result for Albert, but let's roll straight into stage 2. All right, and stage 2 is from Bahia to Quinzul. 145 Ks, pretty much pancake flat. Expect something carbon copy of last stage. All right, same exact start line as yesterday or last stage. This one going to be, unfortunately, Albert on a -2, but this one's going to be a very similar stage to yesterday too, I reckon. We'll just pop Albert up to the front, park him on maintain, and we will jump forward in time till something a little bit more interesting is happening. We're going to quickly go for this sprint. There's bonus seconds on offer, so that's our real driving reason as to why we did that. And we managed to grab those 3 bonus seconds. None of the sprinters went for it either. That was pretty interesting. And yeah, at the moment, really, this stage has not really featured a breakaway that's managed to actually get away, which is bizarre. Considering it's pancake flat, rather easy to control. It's a bit of a weird one, but doesn't really matter for Bora boys. For us, we're not really gonna. I doubt we're gonna win this stage, but you never know. Grabbing those 3 bonus seconds, it might go a long way in the end of this tour. All right, we'll keep marching forward. We might stop at these intermediate sprint points again because we might have another little sneak at them. All right, we are going to have another sneak at it. Albert is going to surge forward once again. Coach, unfortunately, missing the call there. Anyway, that's fine. Albert looks like he might not have any contention once again from behind. We might just watch this. I don't even think we're going to have to sprint for it. We'll just tell Coach to quickly sit up. Albert will push through. Just watching. Yes, no challenge whatsoever once again. And that was actually rather easy for Albert. So that's another 3 bonus seconds gained. I think it's bonus seconds at least. It says it is. Yeah, perfect. That's 6 bonus seconds on the stage. We will jump forward to the next intermediate where we might pull the same tactic once. Right, here we are. We're under 2K or so, about 2K to go to it. Looking behind, I can't see any body contending again for it. So probably a very similar story. Just let's sit up Coach. Perfect. Albert's going to ride through on the front. Ideal. And just another 3 seconds. Happy days. We're at the 17K to go mark though as well. So may as well continue this on. Albert's going to grab Denny Van Poppel's wheel. He can take probably Leonard Kemner's wheel. He looks pretty good. So does Sochman. So does Nico Danz. And so does Alotti. Okay. And then Kosh hurting a little from having to lead out Albert on those intermediates, but that's kind of fine. I mean, for us, we managed to grab 9 bonus seconds. How much is on offer at the end? 10, which we're not going to win the stage. So yeah, that was not a bad tactic to play. All right, here we go. We've got almost 10K to go. Coach is looking strong. Time to ramp. It looks like UAE are very interested today. They got Milano here. Let's not forget, and he is a very fast finisher. We've got Coach looking pretty strong. He'll take it as long as he can. And next is a Lottie over the top. Although it looks like we've kind of lost our train. Yeah, Nico Dan's getting boxed, unfortunately, at the moment. Seemingly finding his way through now, Nico Dan's is. Finding a Lottie's back wheel perfect. And it's now actually time for him to just carry on with it, really. I can't see that Yeah, the train's very disrupted at the minute. Looks like Albert's also boxed. Nico Denz is doing a good job, but yeah, no one really on his wheel. The train is all over the shop. But anyway, we're going to launch sprint. We're just going to keep going with the tactics. We've got Kemna next. Launch with Kemna over the top. We're going to take the gel with Albert. We're going to launch now with Denny Van Poppel. And we're now going to launch with Albert late as we can, although I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be Kogut from Israel Premier Tech, the Israeli rider, taking out, I think that is also his maiden World Tour stage win as well. So few maiden wins getting taken here in China. Corbin Strong in second from EF. Tobias Lund Anderson managing another third place for him. All right, and the podiums, there he is, Adad Kogut from Israel, taking his very first maiden stage win in the World Tour. Romit Peugeot retains the yellow, but he's on the same time as Oded, and it's only 1 second back for Albert. That's a little sneaky play at the intermediates worked really well. I'm shocked we had nobody even bothering to try. Brendan McNulty found his way into the breakaway, hence why things are a bit reactive, I guess, and he's on best climber now. Albert Engel, actually that's wrong. He must have been in the last stage break. But anyway, Albert Engel now leads the green jersey, which kind of disgustingly matches the Bora kit. It clashes horrible, let's be honest. Young rider with Romet Pajor, which is a pretty cool kit and actually matches the Movistar blue by contrast to our travesty of a kit going on. And Bora leads the team class at the moment. All right. A little bit of a better stage there, 6th place and a lot of bonus seconds gained. Let's see if we can't pull a similar stunt in stage. Stage 3 does feature some mountains around the streets of Nanning. We've got 2 intermediate sprints on. So look, if the peloton wants to keep the breakaway in check once again, we will have a go at those, I'll be completely honest, because there might be another winner of this stage, to be honest, as well. So let's get in and see if we can't pull another sneaky. Okay, on the streets of Nanning, we are ready to get rolling once again. Albert in that green sprint leaders jersey that just does not really go with the Bora strip at all. No, that's, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that. I think that's got to be one of the worst kit clashes that I've seen. Anyway, we're going to have Kosh, I think, protect us once again. He did such a great job in the last stage. Albert's on a -1 day. His fitness is declining, but maybe just enough to get one more win in the season yet. That's our goal at least. All right, we're going to march forward to these sprint points and see if we can't have a bit of a sneaky one once more. Rightio, we've almost got 3k to go. We're going to deploy the usual tactic, go around 2.5ks, which is now. We might use sneaking, just get our way through to the front, please. Looks like Kogut's interested though, so maybe we're going to have to actually launch. We do definitely want some points, and we have caught Kogut. We managed to, ooh, that was tight. No, Kogut managed to grab us actually. So he, I think then will move ahead of us on GC. No, he stays ahead of us on GC. That might be right. Let's get Kosh back to protecting us and think about this sprint. We're going to jump forward 10k in time and we'll see you guys. All right, we are forming our sprint train. We've got Nico Denz to lead things out here. Hopefully we don't get as boxed as the last stage. We can only hope, surely we do a little bit better. The UAE team are looking dangerous. I think they're seeking revenge because they haven't done so well so far. Around this switch back under the rail pass there, or the road overhead. Yeah, unfortunately, the team has gone a little bit box behind, I can see, but that's fine. We're going to keep pushing. Nico Denz is doing rather well at the moment. McNulty's fading, and it's time to go over the top with Kosh. He's looking very strong, I must say. And the team has managed to find their way through, except for Albert. Oh, no, there he is. Okay, he has actually made his way through. That is good news. All right, Kosh seems to be going backwards. He doesn't have the abilities of other riders around him, so let's get him out of the way. We'll take the gel with Albert now, and we'll launch sprint with a Lottie. See if we can't make something happen here. We've got Suchman to go next, and then we've got Kemna to go next. Now we've got Denny Van Poppel to step out, and then we've potentially got Albert to try something late, but it might be Ulrich. No, it's going to be finally Lund Andersen changes the trend from Oded Koget and Oromet Pajor in third. That's been a different winner in every stage. You kind of like those tours. Things are very up in the mix at the moment on who's going to take this one out. Henry Ulrich faded for fourth in that finale. And Albert, yeah, he kept his run of top 10s. Well, that's 2 in a row, I guess. He got 10th in that one. UAE only managing 9th with Milano. So not really the tour they're hoping for so far. And there he is, Tobias Lund Andersen taking a stage win. He's looking dangerous for a tour win, a rider we're going to have to beat in that hilly stage. Albert is 8 seconds back now, those 3 seconds proving very valuable. Odad Koget now takes over the lead as well. McNulty retains the KOM. Koget takes over the points class, 31 points shared with Tobias Lund Andersen. Young rider is with Tobias as well. Ineos lead the team class. Okay. All right, it's time for stage 4, which means it's time to head uphill and Albert's final chance of a win in the 2027 season. And here it is from Nanning to the Maschen Nongla scenic spot. Must be a bit of a lookout at the top of this hill. It's, like I said, Albert's final chance of a win on the season. I doubt the pancake flat stage 5 or 6 is going to suit him. So let's get into it. And I think we're a good chance, but Lund Andersen seems like he's in good form. So it's going to be interesting, this one. Let's find out how we go. Alrighty, here we are on that start line. Once again, Albert back in the German strip. Looking resplendent as always he is. Okay, we're going to have, I believe it is Nico Denz to protect Albert today. Looks like Suchman is also a protected rider. What is the race strategy saying there? He's a puncher today, apparently. I'm sure we're going to rely on him in the finale. Okay, we're going to jump forward whilst the pack sorts itself out. We might potentially catch you guys at these intermediate sprint points. There's going to be at least a second on offer at the current way it stands. No, there's some riders going up the road maybe. All right, we'll catch you guys shortly at the first intermediate. All right, the breakaway has 3 riders in it and they're definitely staying away. So no point wasting any energy just yet. We will jump to the last half of this stage, or the final third of this stage, where we're expecting some fireworks, particularly from Albert Engel's legs. Oh, we're going to catch the early breakaway. It might be a little sneaky chance here. We might move forward with Albert, see what we can do. Yeah, that is the sprint point. Albert's going to do it again. He loves that little sneaky tactic. That is 3 more seconds in the bag. And look, we might need them yet. There's 10 seconds on offer at the top of this climb that's coming up in 22K. Might not be enough with Lund Andersen in the mixer. So we'll catch you guys as we're on the way up that big little hill. All right, we've formed our train. We've got Danny Van Poppel to kick things off here, given he's not on the best of form at the moment. Coach, just the final rider to slot in there, perfect. We've got the full train going as well, which is good to see. Under 10K to go. We're not far off the kickoff of the hill either. That's only 5Ks away, 4Ks now. Danny Van Poppel's looking strong on the front, but we're going to ramp him up to the 90s now. We need to keep ourselves at the head of the race here. Behind, Visma's lining up. Hagens is there in the mix. We got Bilbao not far off as well. Decker's there, Pajor. Lund Andersen's floating about. Koget's in the leader's jersey as well. But here we go. We are on the slopes of this climb and we're time to launch with Danny Van Poppel. Time to light it up. All right, he is now cooked. Let's go with Nico Denz over the top. Looking pretty strong with Nico Denz at the moment. It might be time to launch with a Lottie shortly. Yes, it is. Let's go with a Lottie. Got a lot of firepower in this Bora team, I've got to say. Not long to go to the very, very, very top of this climb. And we've got Coach to go next over the top of a Lottie. Not much left in his legs, though. And next is Leonard Kemner to keep the train going, keep the pace as high as we can. Only 𝐻𝐿𝐵 is managing to really hold the high pace at the moment. We're going to launch with Kemner. We're going to hit Transcend himself as well. And then we're going to go a little bit deeper with 𝐶𝐮𝐻 and then launch over the top with Albert. I think it's going to be a 1-2 for the team. That's an incredible result under the Great Wall of China as well. That is quite the sight right there. Love to see that. And it is a 1-2 for the Bora team. 20 seconds on the clock over Corbin Strong coming in second. 𝐻𝐿𝐵's in third or fourth, sorry. Lund Anderson in fifth. Not a bad result at all to cap off what has been a monumental season, first season as well, with the Bora crew doing an incredible result there for both 𝐶𝐮𝐻 and Albert Engel. All right, there it is. The 1-2 confirmed, the German 1-2. Bora dominant as ever, 20 seconds over Corbin Strong. It's a 1-2 on GC, 18 seconds back for 𝐶𝐻. And Oded holds on to a top three, a maiden top three for him as well. Jonas Koch gets the KOM because he did lead us across there. Credit to him, he deserves that. He rode very well on that climb. Albert gets back the points class. He takes over the young rider class, and Bora in the driver's seat to take out the team class. Okay. Let's go back to the pancake flat stages and see if we can't hold on to a final win of the season. And here it is from 𝐿𝑢𝐵 to Guilin. It does have some KOMs in it. That's for sure to take a bit of a sneaky look at. I don't think it's going to be too much difficulty to navigate though. It is a long stage, however, 212k in length. All right, let's get to that start line. Alrighty, goal realistically is to finish in the bunch. We've got a nice handy lead over everyone without needing to get bonus seconds this time around. I'm sure the Bora team are going to control the race as much as we need to. It's not really for us to have to worry so much about keeping things together, if I'm honest, because it kind of would suit us if a breakaway wins and hoovers up some of those bonus seconds, and it is quite the breakaway. Just doing a quick check through, yeah, 2 minutes 48 or so it looks like about the lead, or the closest that anyone in that breakaway is on GC. Okay, we're going to jump forward to these categorized climbs in the final third. Right, we're here on those KOMs. We might slow down the fast forward to 2x at least. Albert's going to have to up his pace because we haven't caught that early break yet. And yeah, the peloton has been riding incredibly high pace to try and get them back in check. They're definitely splitting up ahead. A rider's gone out solo actually, which is pretty interesting. 𝐻𝐿𝐵's unfortunately with the crash. Hopefully he's okay and gets back in the peloton. We don't want to have our main rival go out that way. And we're up and over this final climb. Is Kemner about? No, he's a bit too far back, I think, to get that one. Looks like McNulty's going to get second across the top of there and take back. No, it's Louw van Bell out front from Visma, who takes the KOM lead. All right, let's get down to this sprint and see what happens. Right, we've got 11k to go. We're left it a little late to form a sprint train, but that's just fine with us. We're going to go 𝐶𝐻, Kemner, Dens. Then we just need to decide between Alotti and Van Poppel. I think we'll go Van Poppel and then Alotti. We'll move Alotti onto effort 88. Hopefully he can push his way through nicely. Looks like he's kind of doing the right job. Move him on to 99 effort now. Don't know where Danny Van Poppel is. Seems like he's boxed. Well, he's floating it there or thereabouts. Okay, we'll take Transcend himself with Danny Van Poppel pushing his way through now. Hopefully that's us getting the front of the race, although it doesn't seem quite like it just yet. We'll take sprint as well, and then we'll launch sprint with Nico Dens next. Nico Dens doing a nice job here. About to launch with Kemner over the top. Perfect. And then launching with 𝐶𝐻 around this next bend. And then next is Albert Engel. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be Bowl from 𝐶𝐮𝐢𝐞𝐋 taking out the win. I don't think he's had many wins this season, so that is a big win for him. Freton Milan pinches Albert for second place as well from 𝐀𝐨𝐲 Albert in third, obviously. Milano finally sniffing near the front of one of these sprints in fourth. All right, let's get to the podiums. And yeah, again, it is a third for Albert. Not a bad result. I think those climbs definitely help soften some of the sprinters' legs. 𝐶𝐮 taking out the stage window. Maximilian Suchman's holding on to second. It's a slim margin. Hopefully we see him hold on to that one, but Albert looks very strong to take this one out. Louie van Bell taking the KOM jersey. Albert holding on to the sprinters, young riders as well, and Bora still look very good to take out this team class. Okay, let's get into the final race of the season, stage 6 of the 𝐷 Tour of Guangxi. And it is from Gulen to Gulen to finish this tour off and cap off a very successful 2027 season. Let's get into the action. All right, one final start line for the season with Albert and the Red Bull crew. We've got Coach near us, so Coach can protect us. And we've got 167 Ks to navigate. We are going to jump forward to these Category 3 and Category 2 climbs to just kind of check in and see what the action looks like. But it seems our day's breakaway has settled 11 riders up the road. Taking a look through them quickly, 2 minutes 52. Seems like that's 2 minutes 50. It seems like around that 2 minutes 50 is about the main mark we need to worry about. 2 minutes 45 even. Cool. All right, we'll see you guys at this KOM. Right, we're on the first Category 3 climb. The only real update is, unfortunately, we've lost a Lottie. He did a Lottie of work on the front for the team and retaining the yellow jersey. Ooh, we're almost sleeping out the back here. Pace has been very hot over that Category 2 climb. Another rider, a couple riders out the back for the Red Bull crew, as has been the pace that we've been setting on the front. The breakaway has been pretty interesting in trying to win, to say the least. We've finally caught majority of the riders. There's only 2 left, Ben Turner and Vanderstorm from Interwanti. And we've got 20k to go. Lund Anderson's floating near us. We're probably going to look maybe for a Peugeot or maybe even Milano's wheel, but I can't quite find Milano. There he is. I think we're going to not really worry about a sprint leader purely because there's not many Red Bull guys are left here. But yeah, Milano's a good a wheel as any to follow through in this finale. Maybe he'll finally come good with all this UAE firepower around him. And we've got 9k to go. So we've managed to sniff out somebody else's wheel. 𝐷 wheel, apparently. I don't mind it. We'll back it. We've only got 3k to go, so this is looking pretty decent. 𝐷's going along pretty well. Milano's there as well. Things are getting cagey. We're going to try and slip onto Corbin Strong's wheel. And the sprint has been launched. We'll go as deep as we can before launching Albert. We'll see if he can't sniff his way through for something. But it's going to be 𝐶𝐮. So after I called him out for not winning any stages this season or any races, he's gotten 2 over here in China to cap off his season. Odad Kuget managing second, Romet Peugeot third. So those 2 who opened up their accounts at the start of the tour almost get another win. Corbin Strong in fourth as well. And there he is, 𝐶𝐮 taking another win for Jayco. Albert managed 7th. Enough to secure him the GC win, and Maximilian holds on for second as well to make it a Red Bull Bora 1-2. I don't think there's many better ways to cap off a season than a 1-2 for the team. Louie van Bell wins the final KOM. Albert holds on for the points class. He also takes out the young rider, and Red Bull also get the team class as well. Well, what a way to end our 27 season. I can't think of many better ways to do it. We've also managed to level up one final skill point. That's the final thing we'll cover this one. And we'll go Supreme Leader. We're going to max that one out next. That's our goal, to max out all races. We've already done performance. We might do observation after that as well. Okay, guys, we might save the recap for next episode because I didn't realize there was a 6-stage tour, quite a lot in it. And it's going to be a hell of a recap. A lot has gone on this season. There will also be Star Rider and a recap of who's joining us in the 2028 season at Red Bull Bora. All right, give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and we will catch you next episode. Peace out.